Hey, this is Dave Thomas III, your West Virginia wedding guy, wedding officiant for the great state of West Virginia. Do you know what one of the most significant historical facts about the Roman Empire is, but one that is probably the least ever talked about? And that is the fact that the Roman Empire rose to prominence and to dominate the known world on the power of the family unit and family values, and then fell into decline and ultimate destruction on the weakening of family values and the weakening and the destruction of the family unit. Now, what significance does that fact from antiquity have with today? Well, the fact that marriages universally rise to success on the power of the observance of great family values and faithfulness, and then fall into decline and destruction on the weakening of family values and the lack of the observance of faithfulness. And when we talk about faithfulness, of course, we're talking about fidelity. And in this case, we're talking about the introduction of infidelity into a marriage. You know, it's kind of like how infidelity is like how water creeps into the crevices between the rocks in the wintertime and becomes ice, and then expands the rock, and then the rock weakens, and then the rock separates. Well, it's the same thing. Marriage is a rock, and infidelity is that ice that creeps into the crevices of it. If you allow space for infidelity, it will weaken your relationship. Now, is it true that some relationships can recover acts and incidents of infidelity? Yes, they can. I've personally known some that have. But why introduce it in the first place? The purpose of a marriage is to go from your starting point, your platform here, wherever it is, your basic platform, and then to ascend into a life of wonder, a life of beauty, and a life of cohesion, and a life of joy and happiness. Of course, there are going to be hiccups along the way. Not everybody gets along 100% of the time, and people aren't perfect. But one of the things that should never, ever be introduced into any relationship, any marriage, is infidelity. You saw what it did to the Roman Empire. Don't let it do that to your marriage, because it will. It's the same universal principle. It applies to empires and nations. And it applies to marriages. I like to say that strong marriages and strong relationships and strong families make for strong nations, and they do. Because where else are you going to get the strength of your nation if not from the family unit? It's not coming from anywhere else on the earth, right? It's not coming out of the animal kingdom. It's not coming out of the plant kingdom. It's not coming out of the oceans. It comes from you. It comes from your fidelity, your faithfulness, your honoring of the value of the marriage and the value of togetherness and what cohesion does to strengthen a family. That's where it comes from. That's why infidelity is so poisonous. Keep it out of your marriage. It's like poisoning a great pot of soup. Who would do something like that, right? You don't want to do that. Keep infidelity away from your relationship, and your relationship will survive, and not only survive, it will thrive. It'll be a beautiful thing that you look forward to waking up to every single morning. Well, again, my name is Dave Thomas III. I am your West Virginia wedding guy. Anytime that you want to get married in the great state of West Virginia, you just call or text me at that number below the video here, and we'll see how I can be a part of seeing you off officially to the start of a beautiful life together as husband and wife.